our knees, which are in line with our hips. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, we're going to start to nod the chin to your chest. Start rolling down, keeping the hips nice and stacked on top of the knees and the ankles. Have a slight bend in your knees if you wish, in case you tighten your hammies. And then you're going to exhale, scoop back up using the lower abdominals. And then re-stack up nice and tall. We've got 2 more like this. Inhaling to prepare. And then exhale, nod your chin to your chest, rolling down. Slight bend in the knees if you wish. And then exhaling, re-stacking up nice and tall. Last thing to lift is the head. We've got 1 more here. Inhaling through the nose. And then exhaling. It's almost like you're scooping up a little bit further through the abdominals as you exhale and release that breath. And then again, re-stack up nice and tall. The last thing to lift is the head. So from here, we're just coming into our squat. So we've still got our feet hip width apart. We're just bending down and then exhaling, drawing up. Sticking out your bottom, but our belly button's drawing in. So we're inhaling, sending ourselves back. Exhaling, drawing up. Inhaling and exhaling. So we're energizing through the legs. And our power's coming. We've got energy through all parts of our feet. And the power's coming from our glutes and our quads here. Exhale as you draw up. Inhale to lower down. We've just got 5 more like this. Our last 4, belly button to spine. 3 to go, shoulders are wide, shoulders down, chest is wide. 2 more. And we've got our last one here. We're going to come down again. We've got tiny little pulses just for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 to go, 4, 3 more, 2, 1. Stand up nice and tall. From here, we're just coming into our external rotation. So we're just keeping our heels where they were, and then our feet are turning out just to 45. And from here, we're inhaling to bend. Keep the knees tracking in line with your second toe, and then exhaling, squeezing up. So use the inner thighs as you draw up. Slight squeeze through the bottom, using your breath. Inhaling through the nose as you go down, exhaling, drawing up. Feeling the hips opening each time that you draw up. That you bend down. Inhaling and then exhaling. Good. We've got 6 more like this. We've got our last 5. 4 to go. Exhaling. 3 more here. Our last 2. Good. Last one here. Coming down again. 10 little pulses. 9, 8, 7, 6 to go. 5, 4 more. 3 to go. 2, 1. We're going to hold it here. Can you lift up your right heel? Little pulses here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 to go. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that right heel. Lift up the left. 10 pulses here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that left heel lifted. Draw up the right heel, tiny little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 to go. 3, 2, 1. Heels are lifted. Straighten those legs. Lower the heels down. And then draw the feet in together. Nice work. So I'm going to face to the side so you can see my body. And we're going to draw our right leg up into tabletop. And we're stabilizing through our left leg. Reach our arms up towards the ceiling. From here, we're going to inhale, step back into a lunge position, and then exhale, draw it back up. So we're inhaling, stepping back, exhaling, driving through that left leg, draw yourself up. Inhaling, and then exhaling. So just drawing that right leg into tabletop, and it's a bit of a balance challenge for our left leg here. Belly's in, gazes forward. We're going to start to feel it through the left glute and the left leg. Let's do 5 more like this. We've got our last 4. 3 to go, belly's in. 2 more here. And we've got our last one here. Stepping back again, tiny little pulses. We can place our hands on the hips for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 3 go, 2, 1. Shift your weight over to that left leg, keep it bent. We're lifting and lowering that right leg here. Lift and lower. Maintain that bend through the left leg here. We've got 5 more. Our last 4. 3 to go. 2. Last one here. Place that right leg down. Nice work. All right, we're bringing our left leg into tabletop. Stabilizing through that right leg. Arms along. Inhale, reaching back. Exhale, drawing up. So it's like a little hinge. Feel the hips drawing forward, belly buttons in, and stabilizing through that right leg here. Nice work. Inhaling and exhaling. Exhale, draw up. Inhale, exhale. We've got 5 more like this. Using our breath. Our last 4, bending deeper into that right leg. 3 more here. Energy through the arms. 2 to go. And we've got our last one here. Good. Stepping back again. Hands on the hips. Tiny little pulses for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more. 3 to go. 2, 1. Keep that right leg bent. Just shift your weight forward. We're lifting and lowering that back leg. Holding steady. Imagine we've got headlights on our pelvis, on our hips, and it's all tracking in the one line. Little lifts and lower. 5 more here. 4 to go. 3. We've got 2. Last one here. Draw it in. Shake out the legs. So you're going to feel it through the calves, the quads, and a little bit through the glutes. But we're going to continue with the glutes here. Draw that left leg forward again. Right leg is back. Bend through both of your knees. And from here, we're keeping the lower half nice and still. All we're going to do is move the upper body. Hands are on the hips. We're inhaling, drawing our body forward. Exhaling, drawing up. Inhaling to lean forward. A nice long line through the back. Exhale, drawing up. Using your breath here. So you should start to feel it through the underside of the glute. The little smiley part here. Nice work. Let's do 6 more here. We've got our last 5. Keep that bend through the knees. 4 to go. 3 more here. We've got it. Good. 2 more. Keeping that body long. And our last one here. Lean yourself forward again. We're going to add in that little running arms and running legs. Just for 10. 9, 8, 7. Keep the bend through the left leg. We've got 5 more here. 4 to go. 3, 2. Last one. Stand up tall. Shake out the left leg. It's good to get our heart rate up again. And let's keep it up because we're swapping onto the other side straight away. Right leg forward, left leg back. Bend through both knees here. Hands onto the hips. Inhale, lean yourself forward. Exhaling, drawing up. Inhaling, lean yourself forward. Exhale, draw up. Maintain that bend through both legs. They're nice and quiet. We're just leaning ourselves forward. Exhaling, drawing up. You should start to feel it through this part of the glute. Let's keep going here. Our backs are nice and straight. Belly's in. Shoulders are down. Chest is wide. Hands are on our hips. Stabilizing through that right leg. Inhaling and exhaling. We've got 5 more here. Our last 4. Here we go. 3 more. 2 more. Exhale, draw up. And we've got our last one here. Good. We're going to lean ourselves forward again. Adding in those little running arms. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 to go. 5, 4 more. 3 to go. 2. Last one, stand up tall. Shake out the legs. Nice work. Coming to the edge of our mat. Actually, before we come to the edge of the mat, we're coming into our modified burpees. So feet are hip width apart. What we're going to do is raise up our heels as we lift our arms up towards the ceiling. Lower the heels, lower the arms. Fold the body over up, place their palms onto the floor. Walk the feet out one at a time. Draw the feet in, and again, let's repeat that. A little bit quicker now. Lifting up the heels, arms are reaching up. Walking out those legs. We've got 6 more here. Our last 5. 4 more here. Using those legs. 3 to go. We've got our last 2. And 1 more here. We're going to hold it out into a plank. We've got a 30-second hold. Holding steady through the belly. We're a quarter of a way through the exercises. Good. Keep pressing away from the floor. 15 seconds to go. Holding steady through the belly. Feel like you're pulling the mat apart. We've got 5 more seconds here. 4 more. 3 to go. 2, 1. Can you slowly lower yourself down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Whew, the heart is up. Alrighty. Placing your nose onto the mat here. Our hands are coming on either side of the body with the palms facing up towards the ceiling. Let the shoulders roll forward. And from here, we're going to roll them back. Lift off the hands. Roll the head up. And then reach your fingertips back towards your toes. We're holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then lower yourself down. And again. Rolling your shoulders back, lifting up the hands, reaching your fingers to your toes. And again, holding here just for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower yourself down. So really press your pubic bone into the mat here. And again, roll the shoulders back, lifting up the hands. We've got energy through our back. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then lower yourself down. Now from here, we're going to turn our face to one side, so you can place your left cheek onto the mat, and we're going to interlace our fingertips behind us. From here, we're going to connect the heels, separate the toes, and you're going to flex the feet, and we're going to kick our heels towards our bottom. So we're going to kick for a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. After the 3rd click, you're going to reach the feet long as you reach up and press through your hands and open up through the chest. Now we're going to lower ourselves down, turn the cheek to the other side. So from here, we've got our feet flexed, hands are interlaced, or you can grab hold of the wrist. We're going to kick our legs back towards our bottom, so heels towards the butt for 1, 2, 3. Reach the legs long as you pull up, and then lower yourself down. So it's a little movement through the back. 3, 2, 1. Reach the legs long, reach the arms long. Imagine somebody's tied you up by the feet and the hands. That's the feeling here. 3, 2, 1. Reach the arms and legs. Lower yourself down. We've got 1 more on each side. 3, 2, 1. Pressing through and lower. We've got 3, 2, 1. Reaching the arms and legs. And then lowering down. Nice work. We're going to roll ourselves to the side now. We've got a bit of glute work here. So we're going to bring ourselves propped up onto the shoulder. So our elbows in line with our shoulder here. Hips are stacked, knees are forward at about 90 degrees. You can either place your right hand in front or onto your hips, whichever feels more comfortable. And when you're ready, we're going to open up that top leg and close it. We're opening and closing. So just isolating the glute here. And we want to create space and length throughout the waist that's closest towards the mat. So really want to press away here. Inhaling and exhaling. We've just got 5 more like this. Our last 4, keep pressing away from the floor. We're not sinking for 3. 2 more here. And our last one, hold the leg up here. Tiny little circles for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep pressing away. Our last 3, 2, 1. Reverse those circles for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. 4 more. 3 to go. 2, 1, keep the leg there. We're going to sweep it back, hold steady through the belly, then exhale, draw it forward. Inhaling, reaching it back, exhale, draw it forward. Again, keep pressing away. We don't want to sink into this shoulder. We want to remain nice and active. Inhale, exhale again. The pelvis is nice and steady. We're just working through that right glute. We're starting to feel it now. Let's do 5 more sweeps. We've got our last 4. Using your breath, holding steady here. 3 to go. Nice work. 2 more. We've got it. Last one here. Keep that leg back. Tiny little circles for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 to go. 5, 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Reverse those circles for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 to go. 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Sweep that leg forward. Lower the leg down. Lower your upper body down as well. We're going to continue with the glute. So knees are together. Bring the heels up so we're floating them up. Again, hips are stacked. We're going to exhale, open up that top knee. Inhale to lower it down. So holding steady through the belly. Just keep working through that glute here. Our upper body's not doing any work. Inhaling, exhaling. Great. Can we do 6 more here? We've got 5, 4 to go. Our last 3, 2 more. Last one here. Now we're drawing our knee to our knee, keeping the ankles lifted still, and our toes to toe. Knee to knee, toe to toe. So feel like that femur is rolling around in that hip socket, but you're controlling it with your glute here. So knee to knee, toe to toe. Knee to knee, toe to toe. So we've got 5 more like this. Our last 4, 3 to go. 2 more here. And our last one. Nice work. Can you draw that knee to knee again? Toe to toe. Reach your right leg long. Bend through the left knee. And then draw it down. So knee to knee, toe to toe. Keep the knees separated. Lengthen through the right leg. Draw the toe to toe. Then knee to knee. So we're adding on a little bit here. Really starting to feel this through the glutes. If you need a little breather, you can take a breather and then rejoin. We've just got 5 more like this. Keep working through that leg. Toning and strengthening it. For 4. Our last 3. We've got it. 2 more here. Exhaling, opening up. Holding steady through the belly. Last one. Nice work. Lowering that leg down. And we're just bringing that right leg in front. And again, holding nice and steady throughout the hips. We're going to lengthen through the bottom leg. So the leg that's on the mat. Lengthen through it. And we're going to flex the feet. From here, we're coming into our lift and lowers. So we're lifting that bottom leg off the mat. So it's like our outer thighs clearing off the mat and then lowering it down. Inhaling and exhaling. Holding steady through the torso. The only thing that's lifting is that bottom leg. And with the foot flex, you can get more of a connection through the inner thigh. And I just want you to feel like, imagine that somebody's got your inner thigh or a little string wrapped around it and they're just pulling it up and then lowering it. Pulling it up and then lowering it here. 5 more lift and lowers. 4 more here. We've got 3. 2 to go. Last 1. Can we float that leg off again? Tiny little circles in one direction. Little circles here. Starting to feel the inner thigh now. 5 more. We've got 4. 3 to go. 2, 1. Reverse these circles for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 to go. 4, 3 more. 2. The last one. Nice work. Lower that leg down. Let's draw ourselves up from here. Flip over to the other side so we can even ourselves up. We're going to stack our elbow in line with the shoulders. Draw the knees in line with the hips again. And we can either place that left hand in front. We're getting ready to open and close the top leg. And again, remember, keep pressing away from the floor. So we don't want to sink into that shoulder. We want to press away, stay active. And with our knee, we're just drawing it in line with the hip. Exhaling, floating it up. Inhale to lower down. Start working into the glute. Using your breath. Keep pressing away, so really press that elbow into the mat. lifting up through the side waist, feeling it all connected. Our ribs are in, we're just lifting and lowering. Let's do 5 more here before we come into our circles. 4 more. We've got 3 to go. 2. Last one, keep the leg up. Tiny little circles for 10. 9. 8 to go. 7, 6, 5, 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Let's reverse those circles for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 more. 2. Last one, keep that leg off. Can we draw it back? Keeping that arc in the leg. And then exhale, draw it forward. Inhaling here. Exhaling, reaching it forward. Keeping that bend through the legs. Again, we're pressing away from the floor. Using your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Sweeping it forwards and backwards. Inhaling and exhaling. We've got 5 more here before we come into those circles at the back. Our last 4. Good. 3 more here. Starting to feel it burn. 2 more. Nice. Last one here. Keep the leg back. Tiny little circles for 10. 9, 8, 7. Press away from the floor. Good. 4 more here. 3 more. 2. Last one. Reverse those circles for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. 4 more. 3 to go. 2, 1. Sweep that leg forward. Lower it down. You can tap out that glute. Alright, let's keep that glute working. Lower yourself down to the floor. Bring the knees so they're out at about a 20-degree angle from the hips. Feet are floating up off the floor. We're going to exhale, open up on that glute. Inhale to lower down. Exhaling and inhaling. So keeping that left glute working. Feet are floating off the floor. We're supporting our head with our hand and just working into our abductors here, which is really important for pelvic stability. Walking, doing everyday activities, it's so important to have that glute strength, and it also helps make the whole body function properly or better as well. Opening and closing. We've got 4 more like this. Our last 3, 2 to go, and our last one here. Now we're coming into our toe to toes, knee to knee. Exhale, toe to toe, knee to knee. Rolling around that femur within the hip socket here. Opening and closing. Exhale, open, inhale to close. Lower belly's drawing in, holding steady. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, exhale here. Using your breath. We've got 5 more. 4 to go. 3 more here. 2 more. Last one here. Let's add on that little extension. Reaching that left leg long, bending the knee, lowering the knee to knee. Exhale, toe to toe, reach the leg long. Draw the toe to toe together, knee to knee. You can really feel this through the glute. It's like that endurance feeling. How long can your glute hang up there for? My legs are shaking, I don't know if you can see. Bending and then lowering here. Exhaling, reach that leg long. Bend, lower. Let's do 4 more like this. We've got it. Our last 3. Good, working through that side. 2 more here. And our last one. Nice work. Alright, lowering the legs down. You're going to bring that left leg in front. Your right leg's extending long. Flex the right foot. You're going to exhale, float the right leg off. Inhale to lower down. Working through the inner thighs here. Lifting and lowering. And again, it's like somebody's got a string around your inner thigh and they're just pulling the leg up and lowering down. Keeping that right toe, right foot flexed. And we're keeping active through the inner thighs here. Inhale and exhale. It's a little movement, but you're working through the deep abdominal muscles and also through the inner thighs, which is great. We've got 5 more here before we come into our 10 circles. 4 more. 3 to go. We've got 2. And our last one here. Float that leg off again. Tiny little circles for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. 4 more. 3 to go. 2, 1. Reverse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. On the home stretch. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Nice work. We're going to lie into our back because we're working into our abdominals here. So it's the legs and glutes and abs class. And I'm going to interlace our fingertips together. We've got our neutral spine. Just reach back, place the hands so they're supporting your head. And we're just going to come into our chest lift here. So feet are firmly nice and flat on the floor. We're going to exhale, draw ourselves up, and then inhale to lower down. So imagine that your rib cage is sliding down towards your hip bones. So you're drawing up and you're lowering down. Try and get the tips of the shoulder blades off. We've still got that neutral spine as we curl ourselves off, and then inhale to lower down. Draw your belly button to your spine. Keep those ribs sliding down towards the hips. We've just got 5 more like this. Our last 4. We've got 3 to go. 2. And our last one here. If you would like to add on a challenge, you're going to exhale, scoop yourself up. Reach your hands so they're wrapping behind your thighs. You're going to pull yourself up just that little bit higher, it's about 1 inch. Hold that flexion. Draw your hands behind the head here, and then lower yourself back down. And then again, exhale, scooping up. Reach the arms behind the legs. Peeling up that little bit higher. Hold it here, hands behind the head. Lower yourself down. Exhale, scoop up. Reach the arms long. Curl up that little bit higher. Hands behind the head. Lower yourself down. Exhaling. Reach the arms long. Pull yourself up. Hands behind the head. Lower yourself down. We've got 5 more like this. Our last 4. We can really start to feel this through the abs. 3 to go here. Exhale, drawing up. Reach the arms long. Hands behind the legs. Hold yourself here. Lower yourself down. We've just got our last 2. Almost there. And last one here. Oh, I can really feel this working. And lowering yourself down. Nice work. Place your hands by your side. We've still got that neutral spine. So we've got the move of the week, which is the dead bugs, which is so good for deep abdominal work, especially if you like core control or anything like that. This is an exercise to do daily. All right, neutral spine, hands by our side. We're just going to exhale, lift our right leg up into tabletop. Inhale to lower it back down. Exhale, lift the leg into tabletop. Inhale to lower down. Alternating here. But what we want is to keep the pelvis nice and steady, so we're not letting it shift from side to side. It's nice and steady here. Drawing it up, inhale to lower down. Connecting deep within the abdominals. Floating the leg up, lowering it down. On this next one, we're going to float the opposite arm, opposite leg. So as your right leg comes up, your left arm is reaching up towards the ceiling, and lower them down simultaneously. Swapping to the other side when you're ready. Exhaling. The whole idea is to not let our pelvis shift from side to side. Remaining nice and steady through the belly. Inhaling. And then exhaling here. Nice work. Keep the arms down. We're going to float the right leg up. Reach it long. Draw it back in. Lower it down. And again, left leg reaching it up. Extending it, finding length through the leg, lowering it down. We've got 4 more like this. Holding steady through the belly. We've got our last 3. Reaching it long. Good. We've got 2 more like this. Lowering that right leg down. And we've got our last one here. And lowering it down. Nice work. Keep the feet together. So you're going to draw the feet together, knees are together, hands are on your side. And from here, we're just going to drop our knees to the right side. Try and keep the left shoulder blade attached. And we're just dropping the knees over. Draw back through center, and then drop the knees over to the other side, through the left-hand side. Right shoulder's attached. Exhale, draw back through center. Inhaling. Just opening through the back here. And then using the obliques to pull through center. And then exhaling, one more on each side. Inhaling. And exhaling. Good. From here, can you float both legs into tabletop, keeping the knees connected? We've got the same principle. We're going to inhale, float the legs over to the right, keep the left shoulder blade attached. We're going to exhale, draw back through center here. Inhaling, floating the legs over to the left. Exhaling, drawing back through center. So really feel the obliques of pulling those legs back through center. Inhaling, letting them come over to the other side. Exhaling. But we want the shoulders to be attached to the mat still. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhaling. And exhaling. On this next one, we're going to inhale, float the legs over. Can you reach the top leg long? Bend through the knee. Exhale, draw back through center. Inhale, float the legs over to the left. Reach the top leg long. Bend the knees. Exhale, draw back through center. One more each side here. Good. Draw it in. Working those obliques. Letting the hip peel off as you float the legs over. Nice work. Last little bit here. Float the legs over to the right. Reach both legs long. Hold them here. Draw back through center with extended legs. Bend through the knees. Inhale. Over to the left side. Reach the legs long. Exhale, draw back through center. Bend the knees. And again, inhaling here. Reach the legs long. Exhale. Good. Last one here. And then exhale, draw back through center. Bend the knees. Lower the legs down. Good. Reach the legs long. And from here, we're going to inhale, reach the arms over our head. We're coming into our roll-ups. So keep the legs reaching long. Arms are reaching long as well, as far as you can, without letting the ribs flare. You're going to exhale, draw the wrists in line with your shoulders. As soon as they come in line, imagine someone's pulling your fingertips up. You're going to peel yourself off the mat, round through the back, and then re-stack up nice and tall. Keep the arms reaching long, and then roll off your pelvis. Draw your belly button to spine. Reach the arms back behind you. And then again, exhaling, drawing up. Pulling yourself up here, rounding through the back. Re-stack up nice and tall. And then lowering yourself down, one vertebrae at a time. And we've got our last one here. Drawing yourself off. Reaching forwards, re-stack up nice and tall, and then lowering yourself down one vertebrae at a time. Just lay your hands flat. Legs are long still. We're going to peel our right leg off and reach it long here. So one leg's reaching up towards the ceiling, the other leg's is long. We're coming into our circles with our legs. So we want the pelvis to remain nice and steady. You're going to inhale, draw the leg across the body, and then exhale, sweep it around and draw back through center. So it's a little movement. If you feel like your pelvis is shifting, make the circle a little bit smaller here. We've just got two more in this direction. And we've got our last one here. Can we reverse these circles in the other direction? We've got four more. 3 to go. Keep reaching the toe long. 2 more. Nice neutral spine. And our last one here. Lower the right leg down, float the left leg up, extend it long towards the ceiling. We're going to draw it across the body, circle it down and around, draw back through center. And again, drawing it across, down and around, draw back through center. 3 more like this, holding nice and steady through the belly. 2 more here. Last one in this direction. Let's reverse those circles. Keep that pelvis steady. We've got 4 more here. 3 to go. 2 more. We've got it. And our last one. Lower that left leg down. Nice work. We're going to come up onto our side now. So this one is about endurance. It's called the twist. And with our feet, with our legs, we want them together, but just draw that left leg in front. So the left leg in front, right leg behind. And with our right arm, it's just coming out at our shoulders at about 30 degrees or something. All right, left hands on the mat in front. We're just going to come into a want you to press evenly through both hands and feet. We're going to lift up the hips and try and face our chest down onto the ground. And then inhale to bend. And then again, exhaling, pressing evenly through both hands and feet. And then inhale to lower down. We've got one more like this. Exhaling, pressing away. Inhaling to lower down. So we're going to come to the full movement now. If this move is still too challenging, come onto a little side lift. So you bring the knees together, shoulders in line with the elbow, and then lift up the hips here. Otherwise, we're going to do, and you're just going to hold that, otherwise we're going to do the twist. The full variation. Reach the left hand on your left leg. You're going to exhale, press into your right arm, left and both feet here. Reach the left hand up towards the ceiling. Look towards the hand. From here, you're going to start to wrap that hand around the waist, lifting up into our hips, and then again, lowering yourself down, uncurling. And then again, pressing away from the floor, lift up the hips, and then uncurling here. Just two more like this. So it's a bit of endurance, use your side waist. And we've got our last one. Good, look towards that hand, lower yourself down. Okay, we're swapping over to the other side. Alrighty. So it really works the side waist, it works the arms. And it's a good exercise for that bit of a challenge. Right leg's in front, left leg's behind. We're going to go straight into it because we have done the prep on the other side. So our right hand is onto our right leg. Left arm's a little bit longer. We're going to energize through all 3 points on the floor. Exhale, lift up into a side plank. Draw your right arm up towards the ceiling. As you scoop through with that right arm, you're going to press the hips up and then lower down. And then again, exhaling, pressing up, lowering down. We've got two more like this. And we've got our last one here. And lowering yourself down to the floor. Nice work. Let's come into our warm down. That was a nice little challenge to end the class. Alright, we're coming onto our knees. Draw your left leg in front. We're going to stretch out through our hip flexors here. And just lean into that left leg, aiming to get the hamstring onto the calf. Keep the hips tracking forward. Shoulders are down, chest is wide. Using your breath here. Inhaling. And then exhaling. And again, inhaling. And exhaling. Press through your left foot. Flex the foot back. Stick the bottom out. And really get a nice hamstring stretch. Try and keep the back nice and flat here. And just work through that stretch. You might feel it through the calf or through the hammy. 2 more breaths here. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling. And one more. Inhale. And exhale. From here, we're going to come to our Piriformis Stretch. So thread that left leg forward, right leg's back. Coming onto your elbows, just get a release through the glute here. It's a nice stretch. You can rock from either side. Just getting deeper into that left glute. Rocking back and forth. Holding steady through the belly. Good, just 2 more on either side. And our last one here. You're going to press away from the floor. Just keep the arms long. Shine your chest up towards the opposite wall. Just draw your gaze up a little bit higher. Just nice to open up the chest here. And then press through both arms. We're going to swap over straight away to the other leg. Come down onto your elbows and just rock back and forth here. Getting into the glute. We worked the glutes quite a bit today. Spend a nice time on each part of the body. Work the legs, in the thighs. Good, keep rocking back and forth, opening up through the hips. Feels nice to release. And then when you're ready, press through both hands. Just draw your chest up. A little gaze. And then press evenly through both hands here. Let's draw that right leg in front again. Aiming to get that hamstring to the calf. Coming up nice and tall, opening up up through the left hip flexor, just leaning into it as far as you can without feeling any pain. And taking a few breaths here. Inhale and exhale. And again, inhaling and exhaling. You're going to press through your right foot, steady yourself, flex the right toes back. You're going to get a nice hamstring calf stretch here. Try and keep the back nice and straight, shoulders down, and just draw your gaze in front here. Nice stretch and release. Inhaling through the nose, and then exhaling. One more breath here. Inhaling and exhaling. Draw that leg back. Just come sitting onto your heels basically. And you're just going to place your right hand onto the ground. And with your left arm, you're just going to reach up and over. Get a nice stretch throughout the left hand side. And really try and breathe into that left rib cage here. And then exhale, release. One more breath, inhaling. And then exhale. Press through your right arm, come up and over. Breathe into the right rib cage. Inhaling. And exhale. One more breath, inhaling. And exhaling. Draw your right arm back through center. Let's roll the shoulders back just for 3, 2, 1. Interlace the fingertips behind you, reach it out long. Send your breastbone up towards the ceiling if you can, onto the high part of the wall. And then release. You're all finished for today. How did you go, Pragya?
Good. I could feel my